Solving linear systems by linear combinations. Example number 1. Solve the linear system. So in this exercise, we have to find the value of the variable x and the value of the variable y in equation 1 and in equation 2. So if you noticed, we have equation number 1 and we have equation number 2. So the value of x and the value of y must be, in equation 1, must be equal to 1, and in equation 2, when you solve this part, it's going to be equal to 1. So we are going to use elimination to find the value of x and the value of y. So first, we're going to rewrite this. 4x plus 3y equals 1, and 2x minus 3y equal 1. If you see here, in this part, you have 3y and negative 3y, opposite signs and the same coefficient. In this case, you can cancel it because this is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0y, 0. So, in this case, that disappears right now. 4x plus 2x is going to be 6x equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, and x is equal to 2 divided by 6. And if you simplify this, 2 divided by 6 is equal to 1/3. So 1/3 is the value of x in this exercise. Now, we are going to find the value of the variable y. What are we going to do to find the value? So we can use either equation 1 or equation 2 to find the value. So we are going to do it here. I'm going to use equation 1. Using equation 1 to find y. So I'm going to copy equation 1, 4x plus 3y equal 1. So I'm going to replace the value of x. The value of x is 1/3. So I'm going to replace it right here in order to find y. So x is equal to 1/3. Yes? And we are going to solve this part. Multiplication of fractions. 4 multiplied by 1 is going to be 4. And here you have 1 multiplied by 3 is going to be 4/3 plus 3y equal to 1. Then we are going to isolate for y. So you're going to have 3y equal to 1 minus 4/3. So here you have to solve that part. So 1 minus 4/3. In 1, how many thirds do you have? You have 3/3 minus 4 is going to be negative 1/3. So y is equal to, this is multiplying, is going to be dividing right here. So it's going to be negative 1/3 multiplies, divides. So you're going to divide by 3. And if you remember how to divide fractions, you can do the reciprocal here, negative 1/3 times 1/3 like that. Since here you have a 1 that is dividing, so you pass the 1 in order to be a numerator, and the 3 becomes a denominator. So negative 1 multiplied by 1 is going to be negative 1. And 3 multiplied by 3 is going to be 9. So the value of y in this exercise is equal to negative 1/9. Let's see now example number 2. If you see here, in equation 1, you have 3x plus 5y equal to 6. And in equation 2, you have negative 4x plus 2y equal to 5. So if you notice, if you compare this exercise with the example number 1, you see the x and the y's, they don't have the same coefficients. So what are we going to do? Okay, don't worry about that. What you have to do is to equal one of the coefficients. You can equal the x's or the y's. In this case, I'm going to equal the x. Okay, I'm going to have the same coefficients here. So you're going to find a number, you're going to multiply in this row, and you're going to multiply in this row too by a number that makes the 3 and the negative 4 equal, but with opposite signs. So in this case, if you find the least common multiple of 3 and 4, it's going to be 12. So you're going to think by which number you multiply the 3 so you get 12. In this case, it's going to be 4. And by which number do you multiply the negative 4 so you get 12? So in this case, it's going to be 3. But you have only one condition. If you multiply 4 by 3, you have to do it with a 5 and with a 6. And the same thing happens here. So let's do it. So if you multiply 4 by 3 is 12x. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20y. And 4 multiplied by 6 is 24. 3 multiplied by 4 is going to be negative 12. And look, here we have the same coefficients and opposite signs. 3 multiplied by 2 is going to be 6y equal, and 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. Okay? Now, we are here in this step that is similar to the exercise number 1. So in this case, I'm going to copy this. So it's going to be 12x plus 20y equal to 24. And here the same. Then I'm going to eliminate the like terms. In this case, 12x and minus 12 is going to be cancelled out. So since this is 0, and here you're going to do an addition. 20 and 6 is going to be 26y equal to 24 plus 15. They both have positive signs. Is going to be 39. So you isolate for y. 39 divided by 26. And you simplify that expression, that fraction. 39 divided by 26. Find a common term there. So it's going to be 3. And here is going to be 2. I am dividing the 39 by 13 is 3. And the 26 divided by 13 is going to be 2. So the value of y is 3/2. And this is the answer of y. Now, I'm going to find the variable x, the value of the variable x. I'm going to do it right here. Find x. So in this case, how do you find x? You can use either equation 1 or equation 2. In this case, I'm going to use equation 2. So, using equation 2, okay, using equation 2, which is negative 12, I'm going to copy it, plus 6y equal to 15. So, you're going to replace negative 12x plus 6. How much is y? You already found it here, it's 3/2. Okay, 3/2. Then we solve this part, negative 12x plus here 6 multiplied by 3 is going to be 18, and 1 multiplied by 2 is 2 equal to 15. Then we can simplify that, negative 12x plus 18 divided by 2 is a division, so it's going to be 9 equal to 15. Then we are going to isolate this, negative 12 x equal 15, and this is positive, you move it to the other side, it's going to be negative 9. So negative 12x is equal to 15 minus 9 is going to be 6 positive. Then x is going to be equal to 6. The negative 12 is a coefficient that is multiplying the variable x, so it's going to divide, so it's going to be a fraction, so 6 divided by minus 12, and if you simplify that, it's going to be negative 1/2, and this is the answer of this exercise.